We were selling out of shades left and right with your Take a Brow.
I
so
know.
I'm really glad we have them all back in stock. Because this is one that, like, many of you always, it's almost like I feel naked without my brows. I could go no makeup, but if I don't have a brow on, it feels like I'm living in a bad dream. This is a perfect way. You frame your face. It does. Well, I'll tell you a story. I showed up to QVC in my early years. This was like 7 years ago, training. And I was sitting in the training room with Mary Beth and Terry Kahn, and I realized that morning I did not do my brows, and I felt I could have as well been naked.
You felt naked.
Sitting in that room.
You felt naked.
It was panic.
Yeah.
All right, this is Take a Brow, Precision Brow Pencil, but Kim does a brow. So cool. Look at this precise tip. This triangle design is gonna give you hair-like fine strokes. It's also gonna last, resist smudging, fading, and transfer. You're gonna get a set of 2. So you create then the hair-like strokes. And then on the alternate side, you've got that spoolie, which like works it in so it looks even more like real hair. You're gonna get 2, and that should cost you $48. They're normally $24 a piece. So the 2 now is $34. It's A650486. And then you're gonna choose your shade. So now that we've got them all back in stock, Kim, I'd love for you to walk us through what hair color, like how do we choose the perfect brow shade?
Okay, so now that we've got all the shades in stock, that soft taupe is for my blondes, my dirty blondes, and even my grays. Then we have the taupe, which is our universal, like everybody can wear it. Light brown is that, light brunette. Soft brown is what I wear every single day, and the dark brown is our richest shade. Can I just tell you, rule of thumb is there is no rules to the game. I know I'm platinum blonde, but that is not my natural hair color, so I go with the soft brown because if you look closely at my roots today, don't get too close, y'all, you will see that I am a light, like Albany brunette. So I go with the soft brown, and I like a little drama brow. But what it's gonna do is this tip, this triangle tip, gives you these hair-like little, fiber formula. It looks like little hairs. I mean, it really does. You can draw on like fiber hairs on your brow and give it that precision, but with ease. Look at that, just instantly. Look how it looks like I've got little hairs, and I'm going to do it right here on this side too, just so you can see. Do you see how it looks like I've just drawn on little hairs? And then with the larger part of the triangle, you just fill it in, and it's that simple. Then you comb it with this soft spoolie brush, and it sets that formula in place all day, and you just look like you've just had your brows done.
Yeah.
But it looks natural. The thing about brows is when they look drawn on, they look old.
Ooh.
When they look like they're just feathered,
Right.
it almost is like a brow lamination in a pencil.
Yes, that's actually, so that's like a spa service. It's like $500 to $800. I looked into it. And essentially they just like brush your brows up and like freeze them.
Yep.
Like why would I spend that much when I could do it myself? Brushing. And then what, Kim, you did like that perfect motion
just brows,
is that it's like just these little hair-like strokes. When you see this on Joanne, you can see how to do it so that it gives you that little just go upwards to create the hairs. And as we age, our brows do kind of lighten and disappear. Joanne's dying. She's dying laughing. She's like, "Oh, honey." Yeah, they disappear all right.
And they start growing on your chin. Anyway, that's a whole nother show. But, Joanne is absolute. Look at her brows. They look full. They look Brooke Shields brows. They look full. They look, but look at before. And Joanne, do you have soft taupe on or taupe?
What shade? Taupe. She's in the taupe.
She's got the taupe. She's got the universal shade. Her brows, there's some hair there, but they're white, gray, and they don't even look like, it looks like she's gone into a spa and had them colored and laminated.
But look
with one pencil.
Look how pretty and natural. They're not drawn on. It wasn't a stencil so that the left and the right are exactly the same. They're natural. You just need to pick your shade.
You don't want perfection.
Exactly.
You don't want perfection.
So the soft taupe and taupe, those usually sell out very quickly. So soft taupe, is that great too if you have like salt and pepper hair, would you say? Blondes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And can I just tell you something weird? Sometimes I use the soft taupe and taupe.
So
depending
weird.
on how dramatic I want to be. There is no rules, guys. Use what you want.
You make a good point.
You know what I'm
because
saying?
some of you might find that you enjoy a darker, bolder brown, so you might go to the soft brown or the dark brown. While others, you might prefer something softer. Like Kim even said, she wears the soft taupe or the taupe. You could do that too. So there really isn't a lot of rules. It's just like, do you like a bolder brow or a softer brow? The one rule is always go with a brow.
Please. Well, and this is the thing, brows make you look younger. They just give you the youthful look.
Yep.
It's the frame. Okay, so you're watching Sheila right now. She's going to show you how to draw on those little hair strokes. And then we're going to see her before where her brows, we'll just see the before. I'm not going to say anything. Here, she's drawing on the hair strokes. Look at it.
Yeah.
Look how fine pinpoint. They look like real hair. That's what I'm talking about. That's that fiber formula.
That's great.
Vitamin E, hyaluronic acid, which conditions the hair and promotes hair growth, shea butter, marilla oil, avocado oil. Never need to sharpen because of that triangle tip. It's precision.
Sheila, did you always
Precision
have a
tip.
thinner brow, or did you ever like over wax?
No, I don't wax.
You don't wax. You never did. You just have a thinner brow. So like adding a little bit of that volume. Yeah. But look how she was able to add more to her brow. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
I would
And
not
it
think
looks
that your
natural.
brows were that
It doesn't
thin.
look like a
Yeah.
drawn-on brow.
No, it looks
the
like her
Mommy
hair.
Dearest brow. Do y'all remember?
That's-
Yeah. Do you remember the Mommy Dearest brow?
Yeah. Yeah.
She just drew it on really hard.
They were dark too. This is the thing, it looks like hair. If you've been doing your brows
Yes.
the same way that you have for the last 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, it's time to switch it up.
Right.
This is how it
Time
will
to
look
switch it
more youthful, is if you are essentially drawing the hairs. I don't want you to put a stencil and paint them on anymore. That's looking
Don't need
heavy, it's looking dark, it's looking dated, right? This gives you that youthful, fluffy
Youthful.
brow. And remember, they're sisters, they're not identical twins. So it's okay that there's like a little variation. We're gonna take a look at Sheila before we go and then help you pick your shade. I said Sheila. Suzanne, hi. Welcome.
I will be Sheila.
I'll take my take a brow with a side of
It's
espresso
early.
this morning. What shade
Yeah,
are you
look at
using,
that.
Suzanne? Light brown. That's a perfect shade for you.
I love the light brown. Perfect
Okay,
brow.
here, look at the shades
They
before
look
we go.
Natural.
Because we got to
And
take
they're
a
going to stay
brow.
on forever.
Forever,
All you got
ever.
to do is pick your shade.
That's a song.
It is.
What is it? What is song is that?
It is.
Where they go
I can't remember. Forever, ever?
forever,
Yeah,
ever?
I can't remember.
Like that was like 2004. I think. Okay. All right. Soft taupe, light brown, soft brown, and dark brown are your shade choices. We do have them all back in stock, and usually the soft taupe and taupe sell out first. So stock up while you can, especially when you can use the code QVC is 39 and get a 39-cent shipping.